Hey everyone, Annie here for a brief little video. Uh, Castlevania comes out in Dead by Daylight to the PCB a day from now. It's currently August 5th, so it comes out in a day. And I was originally going to make like a big prediction video running through who I think the survivor and killer were going to be. And well, obviously the killer's Dracula, we know that. And I got too lazy to make it. So, we're just gonna kind of run through my hopes of the chapter as a whole. First off, for the survivor, I want, personally, this is just me speaking, I want Simon Belmont as the survivor. Mainly because most of the Castlevania I am familiar with is like the old NES, SNES, like era of Castlevania. And I main Simon in Smash Bros. Simon's a fun character. I like him a lot. It's just kind of like, I don't know, it feels right to have him as the survivor, to me. The guy who started the series fighting Dracula. He's not in too many of the actual horror outings for the series, like the show and a bunch of the future games. Obviously, like Symphony of the Night and the Netflix series. But I feel like he'd be important to have, considering how iconic he is for the series as a whole. But realistically speaking, I do think it is going to be either Trevor from the anime or Richter Belmont from Rondo of Blood, Symphony of the Night, etc. Realistically, it's going to be one of those two, unless I actually get my wish. Like, I'm locking in Simon as my guess, but I don't think it's going to be Simon, personally. I think it's going to be like Richter. Richter would be cool, I guess. Richter or Trevor are definitely the characters. Alucard is for sure a legendary skin. I don't think he'd work as the proper survivor. I don't feel like he'd be like good to pick as the main survivor for the chapter. It has to be a Belmont for sure. And I'm just thinking Simon because, well, he was the first Belmont, arguably the most iconic Belmont, and I just think there's more you can do with him in terms of outfits. Like, you could have, obviously, his default appearance would be, like, the kind of barbarian look, like what he has in Smash Brothers. But, the second look would be, like, one of his skins could be the outfit from Simon's Quest, Castlevania 2, where he has, like, the red and gold armor with, like, the black under suit. Castlevania 4 Simon would be cool, with, like, the blue on black. I'll have, like, images on screen of these. I don't really have any ideas for perks either. I just think Simon would be, I think, the best Belmont to go with. They could also do that weird era where Simon had all of his outfit from Hot Topic. I think that'd be cool. The emo Simon would be cool. And on to Dracula and what I think his power is going to look like. Matthew Cote was apparently on a podcast talking about Dracula, and he said something about a teleport, where he's like going from place to place on a map. So it's probably just going to be, the classic, he turns into a bunch of bats, those bats fly somewhere, and he ends up there. It's going to be, the classic teleport, the classic thing he does in the games. On top of that, I think fireballs are a need to have. He can, fire, 3 fireballs to, block off a loop or block off an area. They wouldn't be particularly fast, so if you're fast enough, you could dodge them. But, they'd hurt if they hit you. And maybe a transformation kind of like Oni. Maybe like Oni. Where, after they bleed enough and he gets the blood, he turns into the big final boss Dracula. I don't know what the form's actually called. I'll show a picture of it. It's like the second phase in a Smash Bros. Boss fight. Hopefully he has voice lines. It's kind of disappointing he doesn't have a map. So, TLDR, Simon, Trevor, or Richter are probably going to be the survivor. Hopefully Simon Alucard is like a honorable mention. He's gonna get a skin for sure. I feel like he's just too much of an iconic character to leave out of this. I actually haven't seen the Netflix anime either. I know he's in it, but I've seen like an episode of it. I like what I've seen. I'm probably gonna have to watch more. I'm more familiar with the games. But yeah. Hopefully you guys enjoyed me rambling about Castlevania for a bit, and I hope to see you around. I will be hopefully making a video when the chapter actually comes out. I don't have a nice enough computer to run Dead by Daylight. I play it on an Xbox. So when the chapter comes out, I will be sure to make a video because, oh boy, this is the first time I've been excited for a chapter in a while. Anyway, have a good day. Peace out.